Yo, what's going on, people? This is Pete. I am here with Nick Eastwood, aka Easty, and he is going to be sweating my 200 afternoon grind today. What's going on, Nick?
Thanks for having me, man. How you doing?
Yeah. Pleasure. Yeah, I'm doing good. So we're going to play 2 tables here, and I want you to just, when I set out, you can just ask questions, chat can ask questions, and you can treat it like a coaching session. So 6s, I'm just going to pure ISO here, because I think against a weaker player, it's just profitable, it's the best play. Queens, is this ever a jam in these positions, or is this always a call? I think this is always a call. Is there any jam here? I don't think so. So I'm just going to call. I wish I knew if this player was a reg. They're 15-14 over 63 hands, as you can see. I'm going to just assume that they're a reg for now. Their sizing is very reggy. I am on a paired board. I'm definitely mixing less of the raise than I normally would. Do I still mix raise with this combo is the question, or do I play call only? I think I will still mix like 33% raise here, calling this time. We don't have the Queen of Diamonds, which is probably a good thing at this point when a diamond doesn't come on the turn. Jacks is a thing here at a low frequency. Aces and kings are obviously a thing here at a high frequency. Villain should bet 1/3 on this turn, or check. This just isn't really a play, which makes me think this could be a recreational opponent. I mean, maybe this is, my hand is probably just a call, theoretically.
2 seconds.
I don't know.
Hold! Thankfully, we're Pete Clark and we don't care whether we hold or not, because we made the right decision.
Oh, he's thinking, oh no, I wish that were true.
He wants to... Oh shit, sorry.
Oh, we get the sweat, and then of course, I was manifesting the diamond, though I knew it was coming. It was one of those times I was like, the diamond is coming. So yeah, like his play there with ace 5, like what he's doing is he feels like he has to jam because he doesn't understand that like third pot is okay, even with that hand, because he's really uncomfortable with the idea that like I will jam and then he will like hate his life or something, but really he shouldn't have a jamming range on that turn at all. So we're gonna play big bets here. Ace king is a pure bet.
Hello. And
I think I'm just gonna fast play this spot. No, I'm not. I'm gonna let him do stupid stuff. I mean, this is such a range that's stacking off. I'm just gonna let him do stupid stuff, like just in case, though. There's definitely an argument for fast playing here. Now the question is, what is the correct sizing? I think it's something like this. Unfortunate. There's definitely an argument for just shoving the flop there, because the weaker player is going to have a really mergy range. However, I kind of want to keep the door open in position for the type of weaker player that's just being a complete fool and like has some random terrible hand. So what are we doing with this? A little bit of 3 balls, some folds, some call. I'm going to call on this table. Actually, we've got pink tag, blue tag here. I'm just going to call. I don't normally in these positions, but I will. So 7s here. I think we... Man, this is... I realize why I never 2-table with guests and chat anymore. Like, I realize why I don't do it anymore. I'm just going to check because I don't know if bet's okay. Bet is probably okay. I should have mixed bet there, actually. This is a frequent bet. I'm just kind of floundering because I'm playing 2 tables. I mean, check is fine too. It's not a huge deal. And here, I think we just use small bets or check. I'll check this time. Certainly going to be a bluff on river. Sizing-wise, we have king, queen. It's going to big bet. It's just going to be big bet with ace jack. Certainly going to be a bluff, though, I think. And 7s. This is, I think, going to be a... I think we'll mix here. We'll do quite a lot of call. We just have to defend a lot against the sizing, and hands like 7s have to go in there at a decent frequency. Min raise here with button being short. Ace 8 in these positions against big blind, I think there's going to be some call and some 4-bet here. Is that the guy I said was fish? That's a different guy, right? Yeah, you're a fish. Yeah, this guy's terrible, actually. Yeah. You're a huge whale. I hope I stack this guy now after this banter. That'd be hilarious. So I think this is a bet. Is this a hand that can bet call? Or is this one of these ones that's a pure check? We're definitely playing small bets here if we do bet. I'll go ahead and check, because I don't actually know that this is a hand that can bet. On double flush draw, there's a lot of jam, like after the check here. And now I think we almost certainly have a bet, and I'm just going to go for 3/4. This is a spot where like our value range is like 10x, 9s, 8s. Things of this nature. It's a very overfolded spot. Not overfold in the sense that people are gonna like overfold compared to the solver, but it's a spot where the solver can't meet the defense frequency because the range is just really weak now after this action sequence, and ours is fairly strong. Yes, we beat him. I told you he was a shit reg. Told you. So you can probably 4-bet this combo in theory here. You can probably call as well. This is an awkward spot actually, how it changes with this player here. When they jam, it's going to be weird, and when they jam, it's like we get in a situation where we just have to call it off. Yeah, I'm just going to roll here. I'm going to make my 4-bets like really slow though. Really slow, really yeah, obviously really slow, but really small. Really small in this spot. So we roll a 4-bet this time. This is definitely, I don't think it changes that much. Like, heads up, this is a mix. Like, without the guy in the small blind, it's a mix of 4-bet and call. I don't think it's going to change massively in this spot. Yeah, so the good news is here, the ace, the sixes and fives are like basically never 3-betting this node pre-flop ever. It's a squeeze and it's just not happening. If it's a small blind, they would have some in big blind, no. So this is a board where we do retain a pretty big range advantage, and we can go ahead here and just bet everything for a small size. The ace is going to really polarize the opponent's range. Like, so we talked before about the different types of 4-bet pot flop that can come, and this is definitely one that's like on the villainous, more polar sort of side of the spectrum. This is a weird turn. We have to now try and tier our equity. I really feel like this is quite close. It's either bet 1/3 or check. I'm just trying to decide if bet 1/3 is actually okay here. I don't know. So he has like one combo of a flush here. When I have the jack of diamonds and ace of diamonds is out, he has like the king, queen of diamonds, and that's it. And if he decides to bluff here, yeah, so this is just going to be a jam, I think. He just doesn't have like the queen high flush here really ever. This hand is like, so again, going by equity, this hand is very high equity. Yeah, I think this is just a value jam. There's a lot of hands like 9s with a diamond here, 10s with a diamond, stuff like that. You can also just call like, oh wow, he has the queen of diamonds and doesn't value bet river and net rolls. That is insane. That is actually insane. Really good bluff catcher here. This sizing is actually quite sensible by villain. People think they have to bet small here. They can actually bet big here. We have a really easy call.
Blue.
Make it blue, dealer. Come on. What is that card? So they're definitely going to have the monopoly on 10x after the sizing. We do call some 10x to that sizing, but not lots. This is really interesting. Like, really interesting.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. I absolutely love it.
So it's going on punt or no punt?
I don't know if you can see my camera, but I was like...
No, I wasn't looking at you.
I was begging for it. I wanted it so badly.
It's very bad that he's not folded yet, I will say that much.
He definitely wasn't trying to get us off a chop. I think he might have a flush.
Yeah.
The thing is, there's not a single hand that he can call instantly, so we knew that we were at least going to get a tank.
I mean, he's not going to call a chop though, or think about it this long. So I think we're getting called now.
Oh yeah, I think he's got a flush. Oh my god, that's insane. I think he might have a flush, genuinely.
I don't know. I mean, if not that hand, then what? But then like, what side card do we want?
Would you tank a 10? Would he tank a 10?
No, surely not. I don't know. Did he just donk bet this turn against me? He did just donk bet this turn against me. Ace king of spades, blocking quite a lot of bluffs. I mean, like, this is such a... I have no idea. He's found a part of the tree. I have no idea how to play here. I don't block ace 10 suited or king 10 suited with this hand, and I block the floats. I think I can just fold this combo. Can I? Oh, I have no idea. I'm going to roll. Am I going to... No, I'm just going to fold. I don't think fold is bad. To help me select. If not that, I don't know.
I just see the ace of blue and I'm like, right, well, you can't.
Yeah, can you? I mean, like, maybe you can't shove all ace of blue in theory, but you can certainly shove the one that has a 7 with it. That's got to be like the nutted one to shove. It blocks 0 combos of bluffs. Has to be. What did you do? Oh, well, to be fair, I am the one that's destroyed his brand. Did you know that I've destroyed my brand, Nick?
I did not know that.
I destroyed my brand by becoming obsessed with these nuts jokes and just doing them all the time on my Discord and alienating the people that had bought my course. So people are buying the course, they go onto Discord, they're like, oh cool, I get to join this community, and someone just like comes on and is just like, do you know both of these? like straight away, and they're like, what? Now both of these nuts, and then like everyone's like posting shit. Now I'll be like, don't worry, blah blah blah. And it's like even like the fucking the guy whose brand it is trying to get the new people with these nut strokes as soon as they join, like some kind of like frat initiation or something. I don't know. I'm not proud of it. I will say that.
You sound a little bit proud of it.
I'm a little bit proud of it. Yeah.
I'm just going to answer this very question while we have not a lot going on. Had to switch over for a meeting after Nick answered about his turn challenge. Good luck, sounds like fun. It's not. What site do you normally play? I play on Irritate Poker. I'm sponsored by Irritate Poker. I've caught a couple of punt and no pump vids. Great work, but that's it. Thanks, man. I appreciate you watching, whatever you've managed to watch. Munching Doritos and range betting 100%.
Yes.
My guy.
That is exactly what we call them, Dorito munchers now, like range betters. That's what we've moved into, just calling Dorito munchers. Okay, Kings is going to be a mix here in Jack 10-7 against small blind, but it's a weaker player, so I'm just going to bet big.
It's a mix.
And I will check everything. Actually, I should have bet this is a weaker player. This is a hand I actually like betting because his checking is so grim against these people. Because they just do this, right?
Yeah.
They just do this. I didn't realize the stack. I'm not awake today. So check is a little bit of an error here. As played with these two, I mean, it's just like super close. I'm gonna fold. I just think it doesn't matter though. It doesn't really matter. Maybe there's some argument for call because they bet an ace too often on the turn, but don't bet air enough. Therefore, if we turn a set, our implied odds are better, but also our showdown value is better. Maybe it's a call. I think in theory it'd be a mix. It might be a call in reality because of those two things.
Seems reasonable.
So yeah, grade E that we're running in September is all about, it's the opposite of the carrot poker school. It's not theory. It's all about what data shows us happens in the real world that doesn't happen in theory, and how we should actually adapt our game plan in the real world accordingly. That is the idea. Jack 5-4, I'm going to go globally 40, hand 66. Big bets, of course. You can use small bets on this board as well. It's not a huge deal, but yeah.
Yeah, I would 66 as well.
Well, my big bet's 75, but yeah, it's all the same.
Yeah.
Doesn't really matter.
Ace Jack suited.
Snap 3-bet. Just gonna call, I think. I think you probably can jam this at this SPR. Can you? You probably can. This is not my strong suit. Snap 3-bet. Yeah, I think call is better here. I just think it's gonna return more EV. Yeah, for sure. Being able to see flops and stuff. Against half pot with this hand, against this timing, it's way too likely we don't realize enough equity or future fold equity by calling, so we're gonna pitch.
It's not what we ordered.
Nope.
We just lost in that hand what we won in that hand where we put 100 big blinds in.
So disgustingly tilting. I did not need to know that, Nick. I did not need to know that.
I had to tell you.
We're all in for like $200, like on a fucking board that just looks disgusting. It does bad things to your psyche when you do that, man. I don't like that feeling.
I know, that's why
I do not like.
So
I don't like bluffing. Bluffing is traumatic, isn't it? It's something you got to do, but it's traumatic.
My blood pressure is already high. I don't need to be bluffing, making it higher.
No, absolutely.
Top pair. Here we go. This is what we've been waiting for.
Yep, decent sizing by villain, call only by us. Not much else to say. Going to be 3-betting the king jack or flatting. A little bit more 3-bet than flat. We roll a call. Going to be calling here. And I think globally probably 50, hand maybe 70. Quite a lot of bet with this particular holding. On the left. If villain bets turn again, it's going to be mostly call only. We can definitely bet this holding. It gets super close against jam. Or we can check back. I'm going to bet it more than... Yeah, probably a good bit more than global. Let's say global's like 45 here. Let's go 60. It will be third pot when we bet. King jack, we are going to barrel pretty often. What is our sizing when we barrel? What is our range when we barrel? It's probably just going to be large bet. Or is it going to be overbet? I want to bet jacks and stuff like that. Maybe small overbet is the play here. I'm going to check this time.
Pingu.
And easy river bet. Open threes. Threes I will call 33%.
No, I wanted to see the flop.
What? Look at this, Nick.
Oh my god! I looked away.
Look at this.
I told you. I looked away for 2 seconds, and you got
double aces. Water coolers. Water coolers. Let's fucking do it. Right, let's win 2 stacks. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. This guy's really nitty. I'm just going to pure 4-bet. This guy looks super tight. Go really small.
He's going to absolutely hate his life, no matter what you do.
And I'm going to go ahead. I should have taken a bit more time there, actually. I don't know if I ever bluffed that quickly, but it's not important. And then we're going to go ahead and... He did have a fold. What can you do? If he folds that sizing, he's got like some offsuit hand, right? Like, what are you gonna do?
He'd probably fold jacks. Happily. Queens.
I should have taken it. I shouldn't have. I should have tanked. I don't know why I didn't tank. I definitely tanked longer with a bluff. That's the thing.
And now we're about to get fucked.
Nah, we're not gonna get stacked here. Like, we blocked too many bluffs with this hand, and it's just not a good call down at all.
I said fucked, not stacked.
Yeah,
you don't have to get stacked to get fucked.
We do block ace jack. Like, now he's gone with this sizing. It becomes a bit more relevant. I just feel, okay, he is a reg, which is something we need to obviously think about and check a lot here, checking this time, but doing some betting with this hand. Yeah, I think like I think this is just a pure fold against the sizing. I think there's just so many hands that are just much better continues. I don't know though. I could be wrong. I just think like it's way better to have like king jack, for example, right? You just have more equity. You have a better bluff catch. And you have the same blocker as ace jack, but you also block jack 9 now. So I think ace is just not good enough.
We have one extra blocker to ace jack with aces.
I'm going to check here, because I think they're just checking a bit too much in this spot, generally. I'm going to check again. The snap, it was a bit of a snap. I'm still going to check again. I think it's just by far the best play with this particular blocker. Snap, check back, flop, bet turn. They're just too polar here. They just have nothing too often. I'm going to slow play this node. Fortunate.
Probably got the max.
I don't know. Jack 9, that's really unfortunate. He decided to check flop but bet when the king came, Nick. Check flop but bet when the king came. Like, what?
That's what people do, man.
I know, it's so bad. It's so crazy. Flopped the set, by the way. We might win some money. We might win some money. This is the guy that folded when we had aces. I'm going to pure raise this combo. I'm going to go quite big here, actually, because of the positions. So it's going to be like low frequency bet. I decided I bet Jack 6 25% at the time. Bet most of my Jack X a lot more than that, but this one, very much. Got me.
That's a good turn.
It's a beautiful turn. That's one thing I've noticed you say. When it's a blank, you really appreciate the blanks, Nick. I've noticed that from your stream.
That's because most of my turns aren't blanks. That's why when I see one, I have to be thankful.
Yep. I'm going to go slight overbet here. This guy's a fucking net, so he probably has queens.
I mean, is he nitty enough to
This is like a suicidal run out for villain. Like, the 10 is really quite good for us. This is now a bluff catcher. Does this ever call with a 6? This is actually a really bad card to have. I'm going to fold here. I mean, it's a bit weird, but like, yeah, I think that's a bit of a suicidal bluff spot. So king 10 of hearts is a thing. Jacks is maybe a thing. But it's still a shove. But I'm not that happy against a net here. If this is a net, this might not be a net. No snap call, please.
Play the snap. That's lovely stuff.
Whew.
Now we've also
Let's get slow rolled.
Multi-table snap as well. We faded the multi-table snap.
Have we faded the slow roll?
Now we have to fade the slow roll. This the 3 steps of being a streamer.
God, it's so hard. Now we have to fade the snipe, actually. He's got a big time bank. We also have to fade the snipe.
How long's the delay?
Like 4 minutes. Should be okay.
Yeah, he's never getting there.
Fucking net.
Yeah, I think it's a bad river to get called on as well, because I think you'll fold aces and kings there pretty much.
Oh, it's so hard to be bluffing by that point. That's the problem. But when you have 9s, you just have to hope, right? 65, 35? If I say numbers, just ignore me. I'm just like trying to remember frequencies, like roughly.
Yes.
Trying to approximate. Remember is the wrong word. Approximate. Is there any bet with this hand with the spade and a diamond? I don't actually think it's ridiculous. I think we can play small here, and I think we can bet this at low frequency. I think we can also check, of course. Let's go for 3-bet with this hand. Turn check. That's a really annoying card. What does he have? What does he actually have here that can call? Nines? Doesn't even think about betting river. He's a weaker player. Sixes and sevens are all counterfeited. I'm gonna do... Let me do this. I think he has a lot of counterfeited pocket pair here. Oh, he had a queen. Wow. But I'd done that so I could call the raise, you know. So I had to. I had to. He's a weaker player with a lot of counterfeit pocket pair. I mean, and he can call with like some worse. I very rarely do that, by the way. Like that's just one of those things I add to my inventory for unique situations.
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Does he have ace X?
Remains to be seen. Hold on to this for me, please, Gegnaz.
Hold on to these, please.
He's what?
Hold on to these nuts.
He's
Nice, straight.
Didn't even think about it.
We've almost got to 200 big blinds. We're almost there.
Here we go. We're going to get there now. 7 of diamonds. Jack or the 7 of diamonds? You can choose.
7, please. I get to donk bet on the 7 of diamonds. I don't get to donk on the jack.
Yeah. Good shout.
Unfortunately, we don't get to do anything with this hand here. I don't think this is one of our... Is this one of our check raises against half pot? We don't have that many check raises. That's the problem. I don't think it's this. It does have more backdoor straight draws though. What are we raising? 8 jacks. Okay, if we go for small raise, I think we can include this sometimes. Let's go like 25% raise. If we roll it, we roll it. I think we can include it sometimes.
So sick. We never lucky on these rolls.
We never roll the fun thing though.
Yeah.
It does stop us playing like an absolute dipshit is the upside, right? But we're not lucky.
True.
Overbets in this flop. This is now a fold. Pretty sure. We got unlucky and then we used pure skill to grind it back. That's what we did.
Very skillful turn here.
Yeah. Alright, so we have a check, right? We just have middle. And here we have pretty frequent bet. I think with ace of spades, this is probably actually quite close to pure. I think this is pure, actually. I don't know that checking is okay, so I'm just going to do that. Oof!
That is joyous.
Oh, baby! I love it!
That is what we ordered.
Everything you do at the poker table conveys information. Information! Anyway.
I kind of want to get 3-bet here, but let's see what happens.
I don't want to get 3-bet.
I know you don't, but I want you to get 3-bet because I wouldn't know what to do either. Ace queen, good.
Good. Oh, we got 213 bigs.
Absolutely huge. We might get called here as well.
I might add a few more T-balls at this rate.
Yeah, you could add 8 more T-balls. For a total of two tables and 8 T-balls.
I have to call a 3-bet with this hand in GTO. That's the sick part. Right?
It's like the best. Yeah, it's like the nut.
It's the best bluff catcher. There's no... I block boats, I block...
Yeah.
Like, what value hand does he has? 3s, I guess? Like...
Yeah. Could we shove?
So if he jams, he has literally 3s or a bluff. But then I block his bluffs as well with ace of diamonds to some extent. You really thought about that. This is what happened today. You like the lines. They like all the lines as well. So we've added all the lines. We lost 2 and a bit buy-ins. Basically right at the start, then we broke even for the rest of the session. Our red line was flat. Our blue line lost. And we were under EV by a buy-in and a half or something.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable. What can you do? Alright, well, I had fun anyway. I mean,
yeah,
can't win them all. Can't win them all. Any takeaways from the session, apart from new vocabulary?
Yeah, my personal take, I was talking about on the break when you weren't there, but like the amount of effort and thought you put into each spot is like just so fucking extreme compared to what I'm doing. And I just excuse myself like, oh, fuck it, I'm streaming, or oh, fuck it, I'll just, this guy's a nit, or fuck it, this and that. The like the amount of depth and thought that goes into each decision is...
I think it's just trying to stay, like, not become too sloppy, because if you stop, like, thinking about your frequencies and whether something's pure or a mix, and you start just, like, degenerating into doing what you feel like, you very quickly end up, like, just playing, making more mistakes for one, and then also just playing, like, hyper unbalanced ranges for no reason while streaming in a tough pool. For you, it's not a who cares about balance? For me, if I'm like, I'll bet because he checked, like now everybody knows to just like check to me and then raise me, right? Because I'm going to be like super exploitable. So part of it probably comes from like the paranoia of also streaming and knowing that like people are watching who are playing this game and that they're good as well. So, but yeah, no, it's a good thing. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Nick. Been a pleasure.
Thanks a lot for having me, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Yeah, you're welcome. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll be back. Have a good weekend, everyone. Peace out. Bye for now.
Bye, guys.